All right, let's start by getting out our mat and unrolling our mat. Take off our socks to make sure that we're wearing comfortable clothes, loose, comfortable clothing, and make your way down to your hands and your knees, then back into what's called child's pose. So your knees are together, the tips of your big toes are together, the tops of your feet are flat, and your hips sit back on your heels as your belly and your chest rests over your thighs, and the middle of the forehead rests on the ground. You have the elbows in front of the shoulders, palms facing down, and assisting with your arms, start to move your spine and your trunk, your rib cage side to side. So you're sort of rolling on the tops of your shins very gently, side to side. And you're initiating the movement from your tailbone, so from the tip of your spine. And you're moving the spine as one movement with the breath. So you inhale to one side. When the movement ends, you begin with an exhale over to the other. The movement follows the breath, breathing evenly in through your nose and out through your nose. Soften the brain and become present with your state of mind, state of body, as it is here and now. Tune into any sensations and continue to move and breathe. Now come back to the center position. Continue to follow your breath, influencing and lengthening exhales and softly inhaling, smoothly inhaling. Extend the elbows. Bring your hands way forward in front of the shoulders. And cup your fingers. So lift the center of your palms, but keep the fingertips planted flat. And press down into the tips of the pinkies, tips of the ring fingers. Notice the tips of your middle fingers and your index fingers and the tip of your thumb. So make the palms really circular and lift up into your armpits. The elbows still extended. Lift your collarbones and breathe fully into the chest. Breathe into the belly. Now flatten the palms. Open the eyes if they're shut. Look towards the fingertips and shift your weight forward so that your shoulders are above your wrists. And reposition your knees so that the knees are directly underneath the hips, hip width apart. The tops of the feet are flat. And hang out here for a bit. Fixing your gaze in between your hands at one point specifically. Now bring your palms one hand distance in front of the tip of your middle fingers. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Take the arch in your low back and drop your chest through your arms. So your shoulder blades are coming together. Let the neck and the head relax down. Continue to breathe. We're loosening up the shoulder girdle. We're strengthening the arms, the triceps, the biceps with isometric contraction. And we're breathing, we're engaging the spinal muscles, and we're waking up the body as a whole. Now as you inhale, fill the lungs with oxygen, oxygenating your blood, bringing fresh energy, removing toxins, and exhale, round the back from the spine. Round your lower back, upper back, press through the palms, press the shoulders up, bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale from your spine, arching your low back, mid back, upper back, and then last, the head and the neck. Look up towards the sky. Continue to follow the breath and move. Rounding the low back, middle back, upper back, pressing through the arms. And then on the inhalation, the counter pose. Continue this 2 more times at your own pace. Your movement should follow the breath. So do not move until the breath cycle initiates the movement. Come back to the neutral position. Drop the chest to the shoulders, and the arms. Take the arch and the low back. Relax the neck and the head. Send the hips back down to the heels, coming into child's pose, this time palms facing up, with your arms to your sides. Stay here and breathe for a minute, and notice the pleasant warmth in your low belly. So as you breathe, press your abdomen, press your belly into your thighs. Lower the eyelids. Lengthen and extend the exhalations, and slowly, smoothly inhale. We'll be here for 30 more seconds. No rush, there's no hesitation. There's just presence and breath. Notice your heart palpitation. Notice your thoughts. Can you feel your heart beating? Now open the eyes, extend the arms in front of the shoulders, palms flat, shifting your weight up into a tabletop position again. This time bring the right hand underneath the chest, and as you balance, lift the left arm from the shoulder, elbow extended, palm facing up, look towards the tips of your left fingers and breathe. Exhale, bring the left arm down. Reposition the left arm underneath the chest. Lift the right arm from the shoulder, looking up towards the tips of your right fingers. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring the right arm down. This time, bring the right arm underneath the chest, and lift the left arm. And now lift the right leg. So opposite arm, opposite leg from the hip. Extend the right leg back behind you, so the knee is extended, the toes face straight down towards the ground, and the heels in line with the hip. Lifted, the entire leg is parallel with the floor. Inhale, look towards the tips of your left fingers. Exhale, bring the right leg in, drop the left arm down. Switch with the left arm underneath the chest. Right arm lifts, and left leg lifts. Same position, toes facing down, knee and thigh engaged. Leg is level with the ground. Hold for a few seconds, breathe, and exhale. Bring the left leg down first, then the right arm. Like this, switch. So left arm up, right leg up. Take one breath in, full and complete. And as you exhale, bring the arm and hand down with the leg. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Both arm and leg are parallel with the ground. Inhale, breathe, balance. Slowly and controlled, bring the leg down first, then the arm. So like this, continue. 2 more. Inhale, lifting left arm, right leg. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now if this is too challenging, you can keep the arms planted and just lift the legs. So you have your hands underneath your shoulders, and you lift the right leg up. Extend the knee. Bring the right leg in. Left leg up. And bring the left knee back down. Again, right leg up. Right leg down. Left leg up. Left leg down. Right leg up, right leg down, left leg up, left leg down. Do the same thing with the arms, like we did in the beginning. Right arm up, right arm down, left arm up, left arm down, right arm up, look towards the fingertips, right arm down, left arm up, left arm down. Come back to the tabletop position. Bring the hands 1 hand length forward. Drop the chest through the shoulders. Let the neck and the head fall. Elbows extended. Hold this position for a minute and breathe. In all of these movements, we're loosening up the muscles that will restrict breathing, any tightness in the chest and the back, even in the hips and the belly and the abdomen. All of this will restrict the ability for the lungs to expand. And we can do all the breathing exercises we want in the world, but if we don't train the muscles and loosen up the muscles that assist in breathing, we will be totally limited by our body's ability to bring air in and expel stale and stagnant air. Now again, sink your hips down into child's pose, rest your forehead down, big toes touching, palms facing up. Stay here for 30 seconds. Breathe as your mind wanders to thoughts and sensations. Direct it back to the breath. And keep your mind entertained and your awareness focused by continually, consciously slowing the exhales and lengthening the inhales. This time, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up, slowly, gently roll your spine up to a sitting position on your heels. So this is called hero's pose. Might be uncomfortable for the tops of the feet and the knees. As long as there's no pain, it's okay. Lean into the discomfort. Strengthen your body. Strengthen your feet. Strengthen your bones. And this time, interlace your fingers in front of you. Turn your palms out, elbows extended in front of the chest. As you inhale, bring the hands above the head, looking up, palms facing up. Take the arch in your low back. Drop the neck and the head back. Look up towards your fingers. This engages the muscles of the back and the spine that support. Engage your hip flexors. Loosens up and awakens the musculature in the shoulders. We'll gaze up. We'll hold here for a minute, breathing, relaxing the belly, following the breath. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. In through the nose and out through the nose. Keep the elbows extended. Focus your gaze at the tip of one of your index fingers. Try and even out the breaths. If you exhale for 5, inhale for the same amount. And as you exhale, bring your hands down in front of your chest. Release the arms to your side. Shake the arms out. And roll the neck and the head. So dip the chin down to the chest. Roll over ear to your right side, all the way back. Ear to your left side, down to the center. Back. Left ear to left shoulder, all the way back. Right ear to right shoulder, and down. Look all the way back and up, and look all the way down. Moving your head and your neck with it. Tilt your head all the way back, head all the way down. Come back up to the center position. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Come back up into a tabletop position, walking your hands forward, placing your shoulders over your wrists, knees underneath the hips. Flip the toes this time, so you're on your toes with the knees still on the ground. Inhale, and as you exhale, with your fingers spread really wide and your middle fingers parallel, press your hips up towards the sky, but keep a bend in your knees. So you need to press your chest through your arms. Inhaling, expanding the lungs and the chest. Your neck and head is relaxed. Your gaze is fixed in between your toes, and there's a bend in your knees, but your hips continue to lift. So you're pressing up through your hands, up through your shoulders. So the force and the pressure through the center of your palms goes up through your shoulders and through your back and lifts your hips as you accentuate an arch in your low back. Inhale, and as you exhale, the right knee bent, extend the left knee. As you inhale, bend the left knee, extend the right knee. Like this with your breath. One leg extends, one leg bends, and then you switch. Follow your breath, stay present. Keep a bend in the knees, Come back. Bring your gaze up towards your fingers. Slowly walk your feet up in between your hands. As you extend the legs, come into a gentle forward fold. So you can let the hands and the arms hang. Your hips ideally want to be over your knees. Your feet are hips width apart with the toes facing forward. So heel toe position your feet. This is essential. Feet are your support, the foundation of your posture. Make sure that they're in a line and fully supported underneath your knee joints and your hip joints. You can take a slight bend in the knees. We're hanging here. Breathe, focus. Continue to lengthen and smooth out the exhalation. Follow your breath. Now as you look up, walk your hands about a foot or so in front of you. And sink the hips down so that the thighs are parallel. So you can support this posture by bringing your elbows onto your knees and your thighs. And bring the hips down to the level of the knees, assisting with the arms. You hold in this chair pose. And then once the muscles of the legs engage, interlace your fingers, the palms facing out, and lift the arms up above your shoulders while you sit in this chair pose. Hold here for 15 more seconds, breathing. You can do anything for 15 seconds, especially something that's beneficial for you. Exhale, heel toe the feet apart and drop the hips down to the heels. And you can stay on your toes if you need to. Come into a low squat. Hang out here for about 30 seconds, loosening up the hips. There's going to be tightness and discomfort. If you can get your heels down, great. If not, no rush. Keep practicing, it will come. And assisting with the arms behind you, come down to a seated position. So you're sitting, extend the legs in front of you, shake out your legs, shake out the arms, and extend the elbows, fingers cupped on either side of you, slightly in front of your hips. And now lean back, assisting with the arms, lift both legs. Keep a bend in your knees and bring the shins so that they're parallel with the ground. There's a bend in your knees and your feet are relaxed. So this is called boat pose. This is engaging the core, the abdominals. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and lower the legs. And come back up, lift the legs. See if you can extend one leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the feet down. Take a breath. Up one more time. Extend that same leg and see if you can extend the other leg as well. So both legs extended. You're on your sit bones, not on your low back. So you're not on your tailbone, but you're on the bones of your hips. And your abs are engaged. And you're balancing and you're breathing. And come down. So the legs are extended. Bring the feet together. Hands come forward. Keep around in your back and continue to fold forward. So a seated forward fold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to exhale for twice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the exhalation, we sink deeper. And we have 2 more postures. So we'll do a counter pose to this forward fold by bringing the hands back behind the shoulders, fingers facing forward. Walk the heels and the feet back towards the hips. Slightly wider than the hips. Bring the thighs together and drop down into your low back. So sink into your low back, supporting with the arms. And then as you press up through the heels and the shins, lift your hips up, assisting with the arms. The neck and the head, look towards the knees. Engage your glutes to lift the hips. And if the neck and the head allow, drop the neck and the head back. So this is a bridge pose. This is a counter pose to the forward fold. We're engaging and we're strengthening the muscles of our back to help with posture and alignment and core. So the core is everything from the hips, the hip flexors, which align with the knees and engage with the knees, all the way up to the transverse abdominis, that internal sheet of muscle, the rectus abdominis, the six-pack, all your obliques, all the musculature of your back and around your ribs, up into your chest and even your arms. Your core is expansive. It's everything. Look back up towards the knees. Exhale. Sink the hips down. And roll over onto your right side. Bring the knees together into the chest. And then bring your knees to a 90 degree and your thighs and everything to a 90 degree. So your thighs are and your hips are 90 degree and your knees and your feet are at 90 degrees. Knees are stacked, whichever side you're on. Bring the arms, the palms together in front of your chest. And shift your weight so the shoulders are stacked. As you inhale, expand the chest. As you exhale, wherever the top arm is comes behind you, and the neck and the head look back. But keep your knees stacked and keep an arch in your low back. So this is an upper spinal floor twist. Inhale deeply here. So we're opening up and we're encouraging rotation in the spine and the rib cage to open up the spaces in between the ribs so that the lungs can expand more. We'll stay here for 30 seconds. And we'll do it 30 seconds on the other side, and then we're done. As you inhale, really breathe into your back, into the sides of your body, your ribs, and as you exhale, sink deeper into the twist, keeping the knees stacked on top of each other. Inhale, bring the hands back together, roll onto the other side. Shoulders stacked, 90 degrees in the hip, 90 degrees in the knees, 90 degrees with the feet. Knees stacked, arch in the low back. Inhale, top hand comes behind you. Look back behind you. As you inhale, breathe into your ribs. As you exhale, sink deeper into the twist. 30 seconds here. Continuous breathing throughout the entire practice. There's no breaks, there's no pauses. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Excellent. Now inhale, come back to the center position. Roll over onto your other side. Slowly make your way up to a seated position. I encourage you to sit here quietly or go about your day if you feel you need to. Thank you for practicing with me today.